Hey everyone, I'm Johnny, and this is my top 5 beach landing scenes from World War II movies. Number 5. Letters from Iwo Jima. A beach landing scene with balance that shows the ruthlessness and determination of the Japanese without completely dehumanizing them, while they fanatically defend Iwo Jima, sacred Japanese soil. This scene and the movie does an excellent job of highlighting the brutal hardships of the average soldier, as well as the generals entrenched in their vast cave systems while the Americans controlled the sky above. One of the most unique perspectives this movie will give you is from a young private, one of only 21,000 ill-supplied soldiers defending the island. Imagine the feeling of doom you'd experience looking out at the American armada of 110,000 Marines and over 500 ships and their aircraft. Number 4, The Pacific, Episode 8, Iwo Jima. This time we have the beach landing of Iwo Jima in one of the greatest World War II miniseries of all time. This beach landing battle is unique in that it is primarily from the perspective of John Basilone, real-life Medal of Honor winner from his actions in Guadalcanal. What's unique about this perspective is that you can't portray a beach landing from a more experienced soldier. The Pacific does an excellent job crediting Basilone's real historic actions during Iwo Jima. John Basilone single-handedly destroys an enemy blockhouse and leads a Marine tank under fire safely through a minefield.
You tell that tank to follow me!
Basilone was awarded the Navy Cross posthumously for extraordinary heroism during the Battle of Iwo Jima. He was the only enlisted Marine to receive both these decorations during World War II.
We're killing him, Doc.
Number 3, Flags of Our Fathers. Again, yes, Iwo Jima, I promise the last two will be different battles. Flags of Our Fathers was directed by the same director as Letters from Iwo Jima, Clint Eastwood. What this particular scene is best at showing is the scope of Iwo Jima. Clint Eastwood frequently switches perspectives in this scene so you can witness multiple points of views, even including cockpit views from Corsair aircraft. You also get a perspective of the sheer number of troops and equipment dedicated to this invasion. Eastwood does not hold back, showing the carnage that was Iwo Jima. Almost 7,000 Marines would be killed, with another 20,000 wounded. Out of the entire Japanese force defending the island, only 216 would end up being captured. Number 2, Saving Private Ryan, Omaha Beach. Follows U.S. Army Rangers on D-Day. This scene is arguably one of the greatest scenes in one of the greatest war movies in history. It captures the sheer terror and carnage of the event so well, it received the praise of many D-Day veterans and even some criticism for the violence being too real for some to bear. Omaha Beach was one of the most violently contested landing areas in all of D-Day. Omaha Beach stretched 10 kilometers and the landings went poorly in virtually every sector, including the armored support with only 2 of 29 DD Sherman tanks making it to the beach.
We got no DD tanks on the beach. Dog 1 is not open.
Few units landed where they were planned and much of the fighting was done using mixed units. Casualties at Omaha on June 6 were 2,400, but at the end of the day 34,000 troops had successfully landed. The defending German 352nd Division suffered 1,200 casualties, and ultimately their Atlantic fortifications.
Regulars on the line! I don't smoke. Yeah?
Number 1, The Pacific, PELELIU, one of the most horrific and ill-planned battles for the Americans in World War II, but that doesn't change or cheapen the hardship and sacrifices the U.S. Marines of the 1st Marine Division had to go through to capture the island, and its airstrip. The Marines landed on PELELIU at 08:32 a.m. on September 15th. By 9:30 a.m., the Japanese had destroyed 60 landing craft. One thing that makes this scene significant is that PELELIU is often overlooked in military history, especially on film. And HBO and the Pacific did good justice to the 28,000 Marines involved, who fought in the harshest of conditions of 115-degree heat with little to no fresh water.
You guys got any water? No, we ain't got any fucking water.
The Battle of PELELIU had the highest casualty rate of any amphibious assault in American history at 40%. Of the 28,000 Marines, 1,800 were killed and another 8,000 wounded. The Japanese suffered a total of 10,700 casualties. Further adding credit to the scene is the real-life characters participating in the action. Much of the Pacific and the battle is inspired by Robert Leckie's war memoirs, Helmet for My Pillow, and Eugene Sledge's book, With the Old Breed, which of course features our other prominent real-life protagonist, Meryl Snafu Shelton. Thanks for watching this top 5 beach landing scenes video. If you want to add, criticize, or comment on what your favorite beach landing was, please do so in the comment section below. I'm not a historian, just a movie fan, so please feel free to share your own knowledge and opinions. Also, like and subscribe to support the channel, and we'll see you next time.